Men haven't actually lost their purpose. They just try to live it from an identity that is not theirs. Okay? And society have brainwashed men a lot to be in a certain way, to act how they want to have you, the institutions, okay, the feminism and the other institutions or religions. But in reality, it's when you found your own self-image, who you yourself want to be, that you are free and now you have access to this purpose. And then it comes from within. Your purpose and your vision doesn't disappear. It gets buried under these false identities and false beliefs. Okay, what do I mean? These beliefs from school, from society, from parents, from feminism, maybe sometimes from religion as well. Okay, so as when we were children, we were indoctrinated to be in a certain way, to act in a certain way. Okay, and this, you must imagine, your purpose, your vision is like the sun. It's actually always there. It's always there even if you don't see it. But there are also the clouds, and these clouds are distractions, right? You want to just see and connect to the sun. So you gotta first realize these distractions, right? These false identities and beliefs, or what people told you how you should be. And even if you try to perform or do something, subconsciously, you're actually only driven to the direction to what people told you to be, who you should be, right? Society's beliefs. Instead, you should ask yourself what is true. So what is the absolute truth, right? What is my own truth? What is the higher truth of yourself, right? What is the truth of your intuition, right? What is the truth of your heart? If not, you will always end up in wrong ways. Even though you maybe do a lot, you will end up in ways where you try actually to please subconsciously your parents or someone. Now, what does this mean? In reality, you never lose your purpose, actually, or your vision, but it's a projection. The world is a projection. The world, how you see it, your world, is actually a projection of yourself. And when you don't see your purpose, actually means that you lost yourself, you lost your own consciousness. So you need to get back your consciousness so that you also get back automatically your purpose. So when you see something lost, you see yourself lost in life. It's not because you're really lost, it's because you have no access to the consciousness, right? The consciousness that you are. And once you have access to this consciousness, you also realize automatically your purpose because it's always there. So you just have to realize it was always there and always have been. And yeah, so that's it. It was always there. There's not much to do it, and but instead it's about letting go, right? It's about letting go of these false beliefs from society and questioning them, also questioning them rationally, right? At the start, for example, when I started personal development, even though I tried to be a super motherfucker, and yes, I could give a fuck, it was only on a lower levels, on the superficial levels. So on a subconscious levels, I was still driven a lot by my parents' beliefs or by society's beliefs. Okay, so it needs to be aligned on the superficial level and on the deeper level, so that you can be completely who you want to be, right? Now let's get back to what I told you a couple of sentences before. So you need to let go of these beliefs. First, you realize them. So first of all, why do you do what you do? Really question that. Like, look at your whole life, every area. Why do you do what you do? You know, what is the real reason why you're doing that? Okay, and write down also these emotions. What is the reason that you're doing that? Like, what the fuck, right? And if you will be not afraid, like if you would really go for what you want, what will it be, right? If you wouldn't give a shit about anything, especially not validation, I don't mean like to be rude to people, but more like if you wouldn't give a damn about validation, or right, if you wouldn't have fears, right, what will it be? Connect to your own consciousness and practice to be conscious of yourself, because then your purpose and everything gets automatically aligned with you, because the world is a projection. You're connected towards yourself, you're connected towards the purpose. You're aligned with yourself, the world gets aligned with you, right? So who do you want to be, right? Or who are you at the core? When you were a child, what did you like to do? When I was a child, I was very competitive, for example. I liked sports, but it's not about that. It's about what is the characteristic, what is something that I was seeking. I seek competitiveness, so I like to compete and challenge people, right? And this attitude still remains. I still like to challenge people a lot with their beliefs, for example, as well, right? So this is who you are at the core, your motives that drives you in this lives. You see life through this window of your motives. A person who loves to challenge people sees through this window of challenging people. He loves to challenge, right? He loves to rise. So what are your unique motives? What did you like as a child, and why? Exactly why? Dig deeper into that. And this has shaped you. It has shaped your brain as how it was wired, right? If you look now at your motives, what you liked as a child, and if you look at how you want to be, if you will have no fears, if you will have no fears, you won't seek validation, any attachment, right? Who would you like to be? If you focus first on who you like to be, then it's not about just trying to impress people by having a lot of money in your bank account. It's also of who you want to become and having a lot of money in the bank account or having great results. Of course, you still want to have great results as man, usually, right? But it's in the first place about having, it's about who you become. So who do you want to become, right? Who do you want to become? Write it all down. How would you be? What will you believe in, right? If you wouldn't give a damn. And what are still some things that you still buy into from your parents, from society? Write it also down. What do you don't want to believe anymore? Write at least down what it creates in you, the emotion creates in you, the thoughts you just start to think. Maybe you seek some validation or something else. You're still attached to the outcomes, or you compare yourself. Write it all down. This helps you to get clear from that, to detach from that. You realize the clouds, and the clouds start to disappear as you realize them. And you start also to feel this fear and these emotions, that it's not suppressed anymore. So allow yourself to feel this fear while you write it down. Allow yourself to feel these emotions. Go into them. Don't run away from them. Face them. Face them. Okay? So this is the lesson of this video. If you like this video, comment below. What did you learn from this video? What was this one lesson that you learned in this video? And beside this, I still offer one-on-one discovery calls where you can learn how to dig deeper into your vision, into your purpose, and get connected towards it, and embody the person who you really want to be as a man.